We have under a week to go until Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life releases, and I have completely analysed what I can from the trailer and all the secrets from it. So I'm not going to waste any time talking about it, but I'm just going to get right into it. So here are all the secrets in the Sea of Thieves: A Pirate's Life trailer. So the first thing we get is the Sea of Thieves logo. Nothing to unpack here, just standard rare flag. But very soon, however, we see a little cameo to the Disney castle here with the rock formation, which I don't really think this will be in-game. It's just a cameo to the opening scenes of Pirates of the Caribbean, with the lightning and the Disney castle and just it being really stormy, and it's a really nice touch to the whole thing. The next thing we see is Sanctuary Outpost, and the first secret we can unpack is that the finished tent is done. The building is officially completed. And this is where we assume Calypso will be. Here there's another secret. We can see Captain Jack's skull, or someone's skull, in the back that looks familiar like the Gold Hoarder skull. Very weird indeed. Next it cuts to this underwater scene which looks very beautiful, and could this be the Silver Blade? Who knows? Then we see a reference to the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, with the pile of treasure and touching it turning it into a skeleton. We can also see in the chair someone holding a chalice. Could this be Flameheart Jr.? Could we finally unravel what actually happened to him? Because we still don't know an awful lot. But here we have a really nice reference to the first movie, which I'm excited to explore this area to see what it's actually all about. It then cuts to the Sea of the Damned. Nothing to see here, but this looks very cool, just cocktail at everything. Then, what we presume to be on board the Ferry of the Damned, for reasons which I'll explain later, we see Captain Jack, and we see the reference here, firstly, with the dog and the bone, but this dog is a new breed that will potentially be a collector's pet in the Pirate Emporium, which will be very cool. We're going to get the classic Jack Sparrow reveal, saying his name, and everyone was really shocked at this moment. Nothing to see here, other than Jack in a prison. We get the rare logo and the Disney logo. And then here we see potentially the treasure that they talk about in the trailer that Jack stole. On the back of his fingers he has mysterious runes which are probably going to be unraveled. It then cuts to a slightly odd scene with this green, what looks to be a portal. And when we go through this, will this be our way of getting to the Sea of the Damned, our whole ship there, or will our whole ship go there? Will we row there? I don't know. But it looks really cool all the way. Then we see Gibbs in some form of underwater style area, then a swamp in the Sea of the Damned, and then bring Barbossa back to life. Not a lot to see here. But then we see Calypso doing magic, and we can 100% see that this is outside the finished building. We also see green fire, which is new. The next clip shows Jack saying something, but in the background we can see one of the pirates wielding his compass, implying that we'll be able to use this at some point. Don't know how it'll work, but it just will. Next we see some really interesting new enemy types. These crab people being able to leap onto your ship, and that character there with his electrified whip, no idea what that is. You can see sirens with some jewel in their chest, which these look amazing. Mermaids are going to be so cool. But they are really aggressive, unfortunately. And then we see what looks to be Tortuga, as they did say that places from Pirates of the Caribbean will feature here, and we see our good old phantoms. Really interesting, this Tortuga. And then we see Davy Jones. Now, this is our first piece of evidence to the Ferry of the Damned. It's very quick, but the Well of Fates is there. And we hear him saying Sparrow, just yelling. Then we see our classic Shelly the Crab. Now here is really interesting, and I'll play the clip a couple times, but this is where we 100% get it confirmed that we are riding on the Ferry of the Damned. You can see the figurehead there and the bow, which is floating, so 100% sums up that it's the ferry. We then see, and it's very quick, but you can identify that the ferryman is driving the boat. Here's a screenshot to make it clearer, but he is definitely there, driving away. No idea why he's helping us, but this should be interesting to learn more about the ferryman's fate. Then it carries on, Now these guys are probably going to be emergent, which will be interesting. Then a giant ruby mermaid statue, which is very big right out. And here is very quick, but we see Davy Jones ordering them to destroy us, then raising a capstan and producing a shockwave, which, if you don't know from the movies, summons the Kraken. So if they can summon the Kraken, that's pretty powerful. We then see again Tortuga. Again, this is going to be really, really exciting to explore. Then I believe we see what happens in the 6th movie, which is like Poseidon's lair or tomb or something with the trident there. Who knows what this area is going to be, but it certainly would make a good reference. And then we see the crab boss. People have been asking for this for so long, and they're finally getting it. A crab lord boss thing with a red jewel in its heart, which again, a lot of jewels going on. What a cool scenery as well. And it looks like we can charge this thing up or something and release it to form a bubble of some kind, because then it hits him and then he just gets completely blown away, which that seems very, very powerful. This whole area just seems quite cool and very interesting. Next we see a reference from the film The Goonies from 1985, really like this, but more importantly we see someone's face engraved into the waterfall that they fall out of, which I hope we learn more about. We see them fall down. Then this is definitely a reference from the theme park attraction over at Disney. We see a clock tower getting destroyed. And then it cuts this epic battle with the Flying Dutchman with its own army of ghost ships, with which what appears to be an island behind it. With what it is, I have no idea. But we can see here very closely that the models on the ghost ships are different. I'll play the clip a few more times, but you can clearly see the models are different and the cannons are on the middle deck. And then get Jack delivering a classic line. And then we see Barbossa, or we presume to be Barbossa, killing the skeletons. We see the organ on Davy Jones's ship, implying we'll get to board it and play it. And we see an explosion of somewhere unknown, underwater or not, I cannot tell. And we get to fall down, potentially. And then we get the ending and the release date. Now this has been really, really interesting, analysing the trailer. I can't wait to delve into the more secrets of just whatever it's going to be. But apart from that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. And if you're new around here, why not consider subscribing? I do all sorts of Sea of Thieves stuff, and there's no better time as Sea of Thieves sales and stats are through the roof currently. And Pirates of the Caribbean expansion is going to be absolutely amazing. If you do subscribe, why not hit the bell as well? But apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.